Are you having trouble sticking to an exercise and diet routine despite wanting to build muscle or burn fat? Many who want to transform their body endlessly search for the perfect diet and exercise program that will work wonders. But why do most people who pursue muscle building or weight loss fail at achieving desired results? Is it because the perfect program doesn't exist? Or is it because no matter how potent a diet and workout routine may be, it becomes worthless without consistency? When I started lifting weights, I weighed only 130 pounds and I had no idea what I was doing, but I did know 3 facts instinctively. In order to gain weight, I needed to eat enough food, lift heavy weights to failure, and do so consistently. These 3 pearls of wisdom weren't something I read in a bodybuilding magazine, but they were in fact obvious to me. So despite initially not knowing how many reps or sets to perform, which exercises were best, or what foods to combine for maximum results, the fact that I lifted heavy weights to failure with lots of food consistently was why I gained over 50 pounds of muscle mass in 2 years. There are plenty of people who lift heavy weights and eat enough food, and most of these people do so for a week, or 2, or 3, but soon begin skipping workouts and eventually give up before transforming their body. So why do most people find that they can't remain consistent? In reality, it's not that they can't, but they won't. And because consistency requires a combination of planning, realism, and discipline, many never think past the first workout to plan what a long-term vision looks like. Let's examine these 3 consistency factors individually. Firstly, you must plan what your workout week is going to look like ahead of time. This means picking exactly when you're going to work out and putting it on your calendar if necessary so it actually becomes a part of your schedule, rather than viewing it as something that you might do if you get around to it. In addition, you need to plan when your meals will take place and what they will be comprised of ahead of time so that you aren't left eating at random times or skipping meals. Food plays a huge role in building muscle or burning fat, so if you aren't serious about planning an effective diet, your workout results will greatly suffer. You should know before the day begins exactly when you will be working out and what you will be eating that day, so body transformation becomes a part of your schedule rather than trying to squeeze fitness in at the last minute. Because if a workout becomes an afterthought, you will easily find an excuse to push it aside for something far easier. Your planning needs to take into consideration realism, because if you try to take on more than you can handle, you will find a reason to avoid it. It is far better to work out 3 days per week for an hour consistently than trying to take on 5 days of 90-minute workouts inconsistently. So you need to be honest with yourself about how much time you are able and willing to commit to exercise and organize your workouts within that time frame. If you find that whatever you schedule is too much for you to stay consistent with, instead of quitting, reduce the amount of time you spend working out to match what you can provide week after week, and you will find that doing less consistently begins to provide results that you never thought possible. Lastly is that dreaded curse word discipline, where we force ourselves to do what we don't feel like doing. This is the part that separates mediocrity from elite level progress, because no matter how little time you budget for working out, there are days you will feel like skipping it, and discipline is when you do it anyway. This is a skill that takes practice, because anyone who defaults to laziness will initially find doing the opposite difficult, but after a few disciplined victories will find that we all have the capacity to do what we don't feel like doing, and we will experience a deep sense of satisfaction every single time our yes leads us to achieving something we otherwise wouldn't have. There are ways to artificially boost motivation to work out, such as playing high-energy music that stimulates adrenaline, or finding a good workout partner who provides inspiration and accountability. You need not pursue this goal alone, as having someone with the same desire can prove to be a catalyst for motivating you towards a level of commitment that you may feel incapable of generating on your own. So if you plan what your workouts will look like and when they will take place ahead of time, as well as your meals, this dictates where you are headed, and you cannot go anywhere without first having a destination. Make sure you only take on a workout and diet commitment that you are willing to realistically embrace, and know that your most powerful tool when you feel like skipping a workout or eating junk is the discipline to do the opposite, all while keeping your eye on the prize, which is more muscle gains or fat loss than you ever thought possible. Please subscribe to the IncrediBody YouTube channel, because I will be cranking out weekly videos to help you transform your body and life.